Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the Quick Side Quest podcast. Joining with me today is Casey at QSQ. Casey.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And Keaton at Eagle Eyed Panda.
There's hello, with the underscores.
With the underscore. I didn't want to say the underscore. What's up, guys? How you handling this whole week? How many weeks have we been quarantined so far?
A lot. I want to say I've been locked up for 3 weeks since my trip.
Oh yeah. And you even went through some sickness.
I did. I was down with the sickness.
Mm-hmm. You've seen the memes, haven't you? Oh well, at least we have a lot of games coming out this month that keep us busy, and long, extensive games, RPGs, not just these little shooters and stuff.
Some forget you have a family games.
Oh sure, yeah. Oh yeah, we're recording this on Easter.
Yeah.
It's Bunny Day. Come on,
it's Bunny Day, y'all.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. Have you guys been playing any new games? Any of the new releases this month? Speaking of, let me just tell you what they are, right? To go off of. What did I write them down? Oh yeah, so we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I have not played. Have you guys played it?
Nope.
No, but a lot of my friends are, and they're really nerding out about it.
Yeah, I'm on a waiting list because I want a physical copy. Because I'm like I don't want the digital copy. I want it in my hands. I want to take the plastic off.
You want to be 10-year-old you again?
Yeah, I want to smell that, that fresh game in there. You know what I mean? It doesn't get better than that. Resident Evil 3 Remake. You guys even into that, really?
Yeah, but I need to play 2 first.
Does those connect? Oh.
Well, I didn't play the Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah, same.
So I want to play that first.
Yeah, that's definitely on the backlog.
And somewhere. I heard it was better than 3, so.
Yeah, the scores for 3 were suspect. I think I saw a 6 in there for 3, so.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys end up watching any Twitch streams to see if you get a Valorant drop?
I watched
Valorant, dude.
No, I
watched
not.
A little bit of it. It looks like Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, this game looks neat, but I'm like, if I don't like Counter-Strike, I'm not gonna like this game. So, I don't know.
I didn't watch any of it. Was that Doc was playing something over the weekend, and that might have been that. Actually, this is really helpful podcast commentary.
Yeah, Valorant is Riot's new first-person shooter, competitive. It's going to be super competitive. It's exactly.
It looks like Overwatch,
CS:GO clone.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, it's got the art of Overwatch, but it's purely the gameplay of CS:GO.
Yeah, okay. Except for there's powers though.
Oh, okay.
So there is. Oh,
yeah, they throw in those orbs or whatever.
Yeah, there's character abilities, I think, still. So it's blending CS:GO, or I guess Counter-Strike and I don't know, Overwatch, kind of.
Very lightly, yeah.
The 2 minutes I watched, they were on a map that looked like the Japanese map on that skyscraper in Overwatch. It looked almost the exact same to me.
Welcome.
I don't like that map.
I enjoy that map. I haven't played Overwatch in years.
I haven't either.
I kind of want to, but then I'm like, always in the moment I want to play Overwatch, and then I'm like, let's play Overwatch, and I'm like, I don't really want to play Overwatch.
When I start playing it, I'm like, why did I download this again?
Yeah. I have to uninstall right after this session. And then also, I know this one hasn't been on our radar a lot, but Predator Hunting Grounds for PlayStation came out.
Anna, please stop.
He's got the puppy over there.
Oh, baby, stop.
Okay. But it looks fantastic because I saw it at PAX, and it looks like it's a Dead by Daylight type game, but I think it's a little quicker, and you're the predator and you're trying to kill the other people.
Yeah, if you're one of the survivors, you got guns.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun if you can get some people together, I guess. But
I wasn't hyped on it with the initial playthrough stuff that they released months and months ago. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
But the stuff they put out like in the past 2 weeks, it looks really tight. And I love the Predator movies. Love them.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you like the new one?
I actually have not watched it, but it is on HBO, so I'll probably watch it this week.
I also didn't watch it because I don't. I had the
Quick
director's
side note.
kind of a.
There was some sus stuff happening in it.
Yeah, there's some really sus stuff that happened in the production of that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
He brought his friend onto the movie as like an actor who was like I don't remember if he was like actually convicted, but he was like basically like a notorious like harasser of women and a bunch of other stuff. So
yeah.
Let's bring this misogynist on. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, it's just
that's weird.
I don't know.
But speaking of HBO, all the content on HBO is free, I think, for a limited time at least.
Are they doing a free bit of time? They've got some really good movies on.
Oh yeah,
right now.
They got good shows like Barry. Barry's good. I mean, obviously Game of Thrones. You got Watchmen. You got all kinds of shit.
I wanted to start watching The Outsider.
The Outsider.
Yeah.
With,
old Jay Bateman.
Old JB?
Yeah,
Jay
he's
Bateman.
in it. I was thinking of
Our old friend JB.
what's that? What's Director Krennic's name in real life?
I don't know, but he's super Australian. I watched one of his movies. It's on Netflix. It's that gangster movie, Killing Them Softly. I watched that the other day.
Oh.
And it's a weird movie. Like it's got some great mobby things in it, but it's also just like set to the entire backdrop is basically just the recession of 2007. So like in the background you just have a bunch of speeches of Barack Obama is giving about hope and stuff while overlaid over the top of the it's like always going in the background. There's like speeches or news clippings and stuff while Brad Pitt sits in a bar talking about how he's going to murder people for breaking the mob rules. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
That's like the coolest, detail in Jet Li's The One when
oh my god, that's awesome.
When they go back in time and the president that gets elected, I think it switches from Al Gore to George Bush or whatever. Because it came out like in 2000.
It's all their fault.
Yeah, it's all Jet Li's fault.
Thanks a lot, Jet Li. Now we know, finally. Fuck. However, we're not done. Moving on, okay? We got some headlines.
Yeah.
And we're not out of the woods yet with the whole fucking corona thing, and who knows when we're gonna be. But it looks like it's starting to cancel some of our most anticipated games for this year. At least The Last of Us 2 is now officially been postponed indefinitely. So that sucks. I know people have already been getting refunded their pre-orders and everything just because I'm sure that company has no way of working remotely, at least efficiently. So they're probably just like, fuck it,
It's Naughty Dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just postponed indefinitely. And I don't know, obviously, but postponed indefinitely seems like something else is wrong. Because if you're still working on the game, you could just postpone that and then set a further, you know what I mean? Like if it's just COVID related, hopefully that's done by fall at the latest. You could do like a Christmas release, you know what I mean?
It's just the scary part is not scary, but the concerning part is them giving all the money back, all the pre-orders back. So their initial release date was going to be on May 29th. So what are they expecting, like next year release? That's
May 29th?
That'd be crazy.
That's really soon.
Right. It was, they already delayed it because it was supposed to initially come out, I think it's sometime in February. And then they got delayed once and now it got delayed again. So
I don't know. Indefinitely in my head means dead. I hope I'm wrong. Obviously,
there's no way.
I don't think it's dead. I mean, they could just use this as an excuse to push it back to the PS5.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
There's so much work that they've already done on the current gen consoles, though. Like, unless they have the development of PS5 and Xbox Series X going at the same time as the current gen consoles, but who knows at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they also did delay indefinitely Iron Man VR. I know it's not. I know we don't fuck with VR very
Shoot.
much, but that was actually in the VR community. I think a pretty anticipated game because it looks cool. You're Iron Man flying around in a fucking suit in VR, shooting people with your laser hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks, but hopefully, because were you guys excited to play that game?
Last of Us or Iron Man?
Last of Us.
Because now I'm more hyped on Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You just
hyped on
sold
that
me.
Iron Man. You sold me with shooting hand laser.
Because I got to fly around as Iron Man and shoot people
Lasers
with my
and
hands.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna play Last of Us.
So yeah, well, let's start there. Have you guys played The Last of Us, the first one?
Yeah.
No, I have not. I have gotten into a weird space where I'm just a filthy gaming bro, I think. I don't it's very few games do I take the time, like story-driven games, do I actually take the
Right.
time to play. Witcher 3
Yeah.
being a notable exception to that recently.
That's your fucking
Mostly
stick in your craw.
Oh my gosh. I am Sisyphus and it is my boulder. But it's such a beautiful
You
game.
pretentious bastard. No, I was kidding.
Yes, I have an education. But most of the time I just find a streamer like our buddy Hurricane Tron at Hurricane Tron
Whoa.
on Twitch. Like and subscribe.
Hey,
I'll just find a streamer that I like who's doing a playthrough and just watch them do it. That's what I did with Fallen Order 2, Jedi Fallen Order. And I don't know. That's just how I do it these days. And then I
Here's
just
what's
go
gonna happen.
play shitty non-committal shooters in
here's
my free
what
time.
here's what I'm gonna do is when GameStop inevitably goes out of business, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna buy all of these old PlayStation games that you need to play that for like $15 total. And it's gonna be like 9 games, and I'm just gonna give them all to you.
You're gonna force me to play them.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna board up your house, and then I'll serve you food through a slot until you're finished, and then we'll be good to go.
I mean, you might as well just do it now, dude. I can't leave
Yeah.
my apartment, so
Have you checked your front door yet? You don't know if I have or not, so
that's true.
okay. Yeah, we're recording a podcast. But yeah, so Last of Us delayed. Hopefully we can play it. It'll be fun, I think. But best of luck, Naughty Dog. Also, COVID. Blizzard is going to get postponed. It could be. Is this?
BlizzCon?
Oh, so yeah.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
The whole
Blizzard
company.
canceled.
The whole company. Adios.
Guys, we're
COVID
canceled.
cancels Blizzard. It's official.
COVID is pro Hong Kong.
Yeah, yeah. We banned it.
no,
But BlizzCon. So
Yeah, Blizzard is in the process of making plans to potentially cancel the BlizzCon and maybe host it like Nintendo does, just online.
quote unquote might not be feasible.
Might not be feasible. BlizzCon is set for November this year, or that's the goal. And depending on whether or not we're out of COVID times, it
Please
may
God.
or may not happen. I could see them being overly careful about it, though. This is me being conspiracy theorist Casey. I'm going to start another podcast where we talk about lizards in the government. Don't worry. But I could see them potentially canceling it and saying, hey, we're just going to be safe about this, because at the last BlizzCon, they had people protesting outside over the Hong Kong stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that doesn't, I mean, it's definitely died down, but I don't think it's gone away.
Yeah. I mean, I think it as Blizzard, it would make the most sense, just because you'd be like, all right, we're protecting the public, and obviously we probably shouldn't do it, and also we might just need a breather from the last 2 years of
Yeah, it's
Snafus.
another
Diablo
it's a-
mobile game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
What, you guys don't have cell
that too.
phones?
Yeah, that's
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
oh my god, that fucking guy. Oh my god.
yeah. I
He's a
think
legend.
them building in another year of insulation against that stuff, those kerfuffles,
Yeah.
would probably be a smart play on their
Yeah.
end. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe by November, nobody cares about Hong Kong. I don't know.
Yeah. So they're probably hoping this whole Animal Crossing free Hong Kong business blows over quickly, so they don't get wrapped up in it again.
I can't believe I didn't see this coming, and I'm so happy that it's going on. It's so fucking funny.
Segue. So China has they're starting to try to ban Animal Crossing because of all of the free Hong Kong protests that you can do within the game. Because I mean, it's very customizable inside the game, and people are really starting to throw up that free Hong Kong again. And China does not like it.
Yeah, China is the retailers. It's two retailers, right? It's Huawei and
yes,
I forget the second one. They're saying that they're just pulling it and that it has nothing to do with the Chinese government cracking down on them. Which, hey, may be true, but I doubt it.
Just like Blizzard said that China has no influence in our decisions. That totally, absolutely. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Goddamn Pooh Bear.
It's like, and it's such a small thing. People could just avoid it. I don't. I mean, it's
freaking out about it, pulling the game from retailers, just draws more attention to it. They're just fanning the flames of their own troubles.
Yeah,
but people are getting pretty creative.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing with the banner on the beach? And there was a group of players who also had pictures of the banner says Free Hong Kong Revolution Now, the classic Hong Kong banner.
Yeah.
And then above it are a bunch of pictures of Xi Jinping, the president of China. And the players just start whacking the pictures with nets for a while. And then one of the players goes through and erases them by kicking the sand while everybody applauds.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Oh my god, that's probably the fucking the straw that broke the camel's back right there.
Probably.
This is all just like symptoms of like fascism and communism. It's just
a classic authoritarianism.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Like the paper thin self-esteem with these people. But it says here, despite forcing some online retailers to pull Animal Crossing New Horizons from their virtual shelves, the Chinese authorities face an uphill struggle banning the game completely. Animal Crossing still works offline and online in China, and it's available to buy either from certain stores or via switching region on the eShop. And then those sellers that you previously mentioned are still also selling the game, but you have to contact them privately and they'll sell it to you under the counter. So it's like they don't give a shit either. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, it's a losing battle. Eventually you can't beat the power. Rise up, gamers. That's all I gotta say.
Let's
up,
go.
Gamers.
It's absolutely wonderful. But now that we're talking about China producing all of this, all of our electronics, and we know that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are both on schedule for releasing this year.
God, your Sega game is on fire.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Tronway. The PS5 controller got a reveal, and Keaton, what do you think? What do you think? You're gonna buy it? Right? Are you gonna buy the controller
because
first?
Of the controller?
You're gonna buy the controller first before you buy the console because it looks so beautiful.
I mean, I think it looks good.
I think it looks fantastic too.
It looks like so many other things.
You know what? You know what? I saw this on Twitter a bunch. People were like, they're just copying Xbox. And it's like, you know what? You fucking Xbox players have lorded over the Xbox controller over every other console. Like, Xbox controller is the best. I wish I could use it everywhere. And guess what? Now you can, because PS5 copied Xbox, and so did the Switch. So it's a really good controller, and it looks fantastic.
It's just
and it feels great.
it's just the shape of the grips.
Yeah, that's
basically.
Really, that's it. And they're not even as fatty as the Xbox controllers.
Right.
They're
I
like an
just don't-
Xbox
yeah.
controller that started, has some self-esteem, started taking care of itself. Going to the gym.
Yeah, right. Just toned it, just tighten it up a little. Just tighten it. Just tight. I think the colors are cool, but when I first saw it, I just got really excited for all like the possibilities of like custom controllers because I'm like a weeb like that. I like the different shit like that. I guess weeb is more of like an anime thing. Sorry, I'm still coming into
Are
the
you
culture.
are you gonna
I'm still coming into
are you
the
gonna
anime
are
culture.
are you looking forward to covering your controller in waifus? I mean, what's going on? Like,
Yeah. Yes. It'll just be all Persona 5 characters after
Oh
I've been
my-
playing.
God in heaven.
But
yeah.
I think it looks great. I think it'll look fantastic.
Yeah, the only thing I mean, I think some people raised the issue that's white, or
Yeah,
primarily white,
I don't.
which means it'll get dirty if you don't
Yes.
clean it, or if your
Yeah.
hands are dirty.
I mean, you should be washing your hands these days, anyways, so that shouldn't be a problem. But
Yeah, I have a white
Yeah,
controller. It's fine. Like, it doesn't get that dirty at all. Like, if it does, I just wipe it off, and it's
But you're a
fine.
very clean boy, so
Yeah,
you're
so.
you're not eating
fastidious.
Cheetos and all kinds of shit.
Well, he
No,
does.
I don't
He
get
just
my
eats them
controller
with
greasy.
He does. I mean, he just uses utensils to eat his snacks.
Ah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Hits them with chopsticks or a spoon or something.
Okay, I was gonna say you're forking those Cheetos. It's kind of difficult. But also, do you guys think that we're gonna get a white console since the controller is white?
I don't. I mean, no, just all black everything. Just give me black options so I don't have
Right.
to worry about this shit.
You like
You know
that
what I
black
mean?
aesthetic, huh?
I do. I really do. And I don't know. I guess a white console would have a different would have the opposite problem of dust wouldn't show up on it
Right.
as well as the black. But I mean,
Yeah.
who the fuck cares? Just give me a black one. I'm assuming there's going to be black options. It would
Sure.
be dumb if they only gave us one color option.
I could see it though, and then like maybe
Well,
6 months
yeah.
later, like, black version.
Yeah, well, I mean, fine. Then I'll wait. I'm gonna wait 6 months to buy it, anyways. Probably.
That's true. Yeah.
But I mean, it's black or waifus for me. You know, that's it.
Yeah. I had a white console when I bought Destiny 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Maybe-
my old roommate had the Destiny 2 white PS4.
It was sexy, dude.
Yeah, it looks
sexy
good.
looking. Yeah.
I mean, the 360 was white,
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forget about
360 was white.
but I covered it up, and it did mine like, because they had like sticker, like vinyl things you could put on it, and like face plates and stuff.
that. Yeah.
So
The
it
face
wasn't.
plate days.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and you guys said you are getting PS5. You're PS5 boys, huh? First, if you had to pick one, because of the exclusives, right?
If I had to pick a console, yes, I was gonna go PS5.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to make the transfer to a PC, but
Yeah.
in the console wars, I'm a PC boy. Team Blue till I die.
Right. Right. Speaking of console wars, have you guys been playing your Stadia, your free Stadias, or no?
No.
Your free Stadia?
No, I mean, cool move for them, making it free for everybody with a Gmail.
Yes.
That's really tight.
Yeah,
Uh,
listeners, if you don't know, Google Stadia is now free to anyone with a Gmail address. So Google Stadia initially came out, required a $129 purchase of a Stadia Premier Edition. Oh wait, no, that's one of the options. But how much was it?
It was
monthly?
149. Wasn't it 149.99 for the whole
I
thing?
think it was, well, if you wanted the like release edition of the thing, I think it was like 130.
Okay.
Yes. So
Ish.
and then so after it's only free for 2 months, but then after that it's $9.99 per month. So
But you still have to buy the games, don't you?
correct.
If you do this sign up thing, don't you get a clutch of games for free?
That would be the only way I would ever download it.
I think you
but-
might get.
Or is that only with the
One-
premium still?
I thought it was only like one game a month or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Game a month.
But even
I
then,
get
I'm
more
looking at the
free
list,
games
and
from
there's
fucking.
not really.
Well, there's not a game in there that I want to play. That's like Destiny 2. I already have it.
Yeah, that we've already played.
if
yeah.
it was like free, I would play Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Right. Why do you guys think they're doing this?
to
Just sort
get
of trying
anyone to
user
use
base.
it.
Yeah,
to
just
get people to play it.
any type of user base, right?
Yeah, because everybody that did use it was like, this is either they're like, it's kind of cool, but it generally doesn't work super great.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
Well, all the problems, all the things that kept me, the potential things that kept me from getting it. One, I wasn't super thrilled with the selection of games. Okay, that hasn't improved. Two, the issues with it just being janky to run it because of, I mean, just the obscene requirements you'd need to meet to run a game well
right.
hasn't gone away. And it'll get worse if this is successful and there's a bunch of people trying to use it all at once.
Right. I mean, I doubt that they really pushed their limits on the servers when they first launched. And then, so here are the following games as of April that you get with the free version. You get Destiny 2, the collection, whatever that means, whatever, up to whatever DLC they have. I'm
I don't
sure it's
think-
probably a thing behind.
I don't
right?
know if that. I don't think that includes Shadowkeep.
Okay. So you got Destiny 2 Grid with the racing game, Guilt, SteamWorld Dig 2, SteamWorld Quest. They really got them SteamWorlds covered. Serious Sam Collection, Splitlings, Stacks on Stacks, and then in parentheses, on Stacks, and then a game called Thumper. So,
I think Thumper is a rhythm game.
okay.
Okay. So no.
I didn't hear anybody jumping for joy in that list, so I don't know. It's
It was an ambitious move to try and break up the gaming market.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's panning out. So
yeah. It's just
good try, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, nice try. Nice try.
Everybody.
Nice try. But the sad part is that what they're trying to do, Xbox is gonna do on a way better scale, and it's just gonna.
Yeah, I think Sony and Microsoft are probably going to do the same things.
Yeah, but just way better.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
actually
they
have a good games selection.
Well, yeah, they have good titles that they can attach to this, and then they have a player base that can just cycle into this if it's working. Whereas these guys, these poor boys, the Stadia boys, are starting from ground zero.
Yeah. It's it'll probably be a non-thing. Maybe what do you think? By next summer, I bet you Google Stadia is gone. Bold prediction.
I won't
Next
put
summer.
money against you. I mean, I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, I
until
honestly
you-
forgot about it.
until we brought it up for the
Correct.
show today.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah,
does
you're
not
probably
bode well.
Yeah, you're probably right on the money.
Yeah, so good luck, guys. Good luck, Microsoft, even though you're rich already. Who cares? Keaton, what have you
Wait,
been playing? What's up? We got one more?
No, dog, we
Questions.
got to do questions.
Oh,
You gotta
you're
bring
right.
up
You're
the
right.
question.
We
Sure.
promised
Yeah.
the people questions.
The people are always right. Is that right? So
They're
we asked some questions. We finally
Sure.
got some questions this week. That's been fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
So let's do the first one just because it's kind of video game related. Adnaw32, which is he's a great guy. He has a YouTube channel, Adnaw32, if you want to check him out. He actually did a little shout out to Adnaw because he did a little episode 1 showcase for us where he clipped up a 4-minute segment of the hour-long podcast that we did, and he made it like a nice little snackable size to see what we actually do within the podcast itself. So thank you so much, Adnaw. Very
Yeah, it
nice.
was great. It was really, really well done. And I mean, we didn't think to do that. So thanks, Doug.
yeah. But he has a question on Facebook. He goes, is anyone hyped about Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out? And likewise, do any of you have fond memories about the original? So did you guys play the original?
No.
I didn't. Okay. I don't know if I should hang back here. I don't give a shit about Final
You
Fantasy
definitely should hang back.
like at all. I played like one of them when I was a kid. I don't even remember which one it was, and it was pretty fun. But I don't know. I was never able to get into it. It's the big swords and all that shit. It's iconic.
You cannot.
I recognize that they're iconic.
You can't say the big swords and stuff and say you watch anime because it's all the same.
Yeah, but with anime, and I don't watch that much of it, but the anime I do watch it can be ridiculous, granted. But I'm just watching that. I'm not. It seems worse when I'm participating in it. Plus, the writing in an anime show is generally better than what I've seen from Final Fantasy. Look, it's just not for me. It's some weeb shit outside looking in, but I understand that people love it, and the series is a cornerstone of gaming.
Oh yeah, the game itself is like a pillar in people's gaming lives. Yeah,
100% respect it. Yeah. I get it. I understand why people love it so much. The majority of my friends have already bought it and have dedicated a lot of time to it just this weekend. So.
Yeah. Keaton, you've been swinging Buster Swords or no?
No, I mean, I might play it because I didn't ever play the original one because I never had a PS one, two,
yeah.
which
one,
yeah.
Yeah, but it's been remade on every console ever now. So
well, yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
kind
the
of
movie.
it's hard to go back to. Oh man, Advent
Children. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was the other one they made? The Ghosts of something or other.
Dirge of Cerberus?
No, God damn
Wait,
it.
I thought Dirge of Cerberus was a game.
Oh, I think it is too, huh? You're right.
It's the one with the
Vincent.
Yeah.
Vincent. He's the shit. But I don't think that game was very good. I like him a lot as a character. So you're gonna play the new one then, huh? You're gonna play the remake?
I might. It's weird. Like, I don't know, because I wanted to hear what people thought of this. People seem to really like it, so I think I might play it. But
yeah, it's
I'm trying to finish some other
definitely
stuff.
like the apple fell really far from the tree on the remake because I mean, obviously the battle system's completely different and it's very much action, not turn-based combat. I mean, it kind of is turn-based combat, but
I heard that you can do turn-based though.
It's turn-based as in like the game slows down hard, but like it's still in action and you can tell people what to do, but you still kind of have to control one character like action-wise. So, did you guys play the demo? Did you play the demo at all?
No, I just heard that there was. Like, I watched it and stuff, and then I heard that there was like a two game modes where like one's more actiony, like Final Fantasy 15, and then the other one's more I guess traditional-ish.
Right. I don't know, but I played the demo and it was a fucking blast. Like, if you guys get the chance, I would download the demo. I think it's a 30-minute demo or something like that, maybe more. But Casey, I think you would like it as well. I think.
I'll give it. I 30 minutes. I can give it a try. Sure.
Oh yeah, and I think the combat itself is a lot of fun, and I think you know where I stand on it. I'm super fucking pumped. I'm gonna play the crap out of it, but I'm on a waiting list to get a physical copy from the actual website. I can't remember actually where I put that email in. Could be spam. But I want that physical copy, so I'm waiting to play it, and I'm also in between RPGs right now. But yes, Adna, I'm pumped. We got one lukewarm, maybe even cooler, and one who gives a fuck. So,
sorry, I'm just the grumpy guy of this podcast.
You don't gotta apologize for your video game taste, dude. You know, as long as you're gaming, you're always welcome here. So we have another. Two questions, two-parter from Cody from Loveland, Colorado. Call you out.
Wow.
Shouts out Cody.
Yeah,
wow,
go find him.
That's messed up. You gave more information about where Cody lives than I have given about where you live over the course of 4 full podcasts.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine because we're going to have a lot of little bits in these podcasts. He's got this one question, and, he can live, maybe. If he dies, then it's not my fault.
It's your fault.
It's 100% your fault.
We'll agree to disagree. So his was more of a film related question, film or TV, I suppose. But Favorite
it could be
actor or
plays.
actress? Yeah, plays too. You can get real granular with it. Favorite actor or actress, or favorite movie quote. So, Keaton, let's do your actor or actress. If you have more than one, who cares? Same with the quote. But anything come to the top of your head here? Top of
Yeah,
mind?
I don't have a lot of favorite actors or actresses really, but I guess I would have to say one of my favorites is Aubrey Plaza.
Oh,
That's a great pick.
that's a great
actually.
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, I think she's just super funny, and
The evil hag, dude.
Yeah, she's great.
so good in everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
And her appearances, like out in public and on talk shows, are fantastic because she's so weird. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like her.
Yeah, that's great. You got a quote from Aubrey or anything else?
Oh, my quote?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna go through actors first, but I mean,
Oh,
can
do you
the
have more
quote.
than one?
No, I just didn't. I thought everyone was gonna do it, so
No, I was doing it person
Okay.
by person, but we can.
Well, my favorite quote. I don't have a favorite quote for movies, but the one I thought of was, "I don't like sand. It's coarse,
Oh,
and rough,
yeah.
and irritating, and it
God.
gets everywhere."
Very good, dude.
Gets
Very
everywhere.
Good. Very good.
That's even referential to this own goddamn podcast. That's good.
It's not a quick side quest podcast if we don't talk about Star Wars
Yeah, and
at least one time.
those first three movies. Yeah, we have to. Casey, what's your actors quotes here?
Well, I'm kind of in a similar boat. I don't know, like. Okay, we'll dive into it. My favorite actor, just because I've seen a lot of his movies. They're older movies, way older now. But the actor's name is Spencer Tracy.
Spencer Tracy. I'm googling it right now.
Yeah, don't Google too much because
Uh-oh.
that's what I did in preparation for this here question, and I learned some bummer things about my guy Spence.
The monster of MGM.
Oh God.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was so he's in some classic, all-time classic movies, like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Inherent the Wind, really timeless older movies. He's in one of my favorite old-timey, I guess it's not old-timey, it's 1960 something, but
Yeah, well,
he's in It's a Mad World,
Yeah.
which is as one of the cops, and he's very funny in it. He is, what else? He's in the original. He's the father in the original Father of the Bride. He's in an old version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It doesn't matter. He's been in a ton of great, classic, golden age of Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Can I read you the headline of this article I just found on him?
Yeah.
Just the headline. The monster
Yeah.
of MGM. Was
Yeah,
Spencer
okay.
Tracy the most toxic man in Hollywood? Question mark.
He might have been. I mean, he was an alcoholic and he did a bunch of drugs and stuff, which is no judgments there. Whatever. Tons of people do that and they don't make great movies.
Just don't lash out, you know.
Yeah, it's, whatever. No judgments on the consumption stuff. That's hard. And he was a bit of a philanderer. Apparently, he just had countless affairs on his spouse, and which is a bummer too. Not the end of the world. I mean, it's a bummer. Whatever, as long as I don't know how to talk about this. It's a bummer that he stepped out on his wife for sure, but that's not a deal breaker for me either. Lots of people do that. Lots
Sure.
of famous people have done that.
Sure. Frank Sinatra, talk to him.
Yeah, as long as the person that he was cheating with is a consenting adult, I'm on board. But now we get to the crux of the problem, y'all. one of the people that this is not confirmed, but one of the people that it seems like he potentially had a relationship with, and I don't know if it was, whatever. But
You
it
don't
was
got a fucking
14-year-old Judy Garland.
Oh.
14-year-old.
Yeah. Fucking.
Oh boy.
Yeah, really rough.
You took it
And
to a dark place right now.
Hey man, we wanted to talk about it. I told you I was going to talk about this, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Now I can't. I mean, he fucked around with Dorothy. It's
From fucking...
Wizard of Oz, dog.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And if you know about Judy Garland, her life is a rough one, pretty tragic. She had a lot of problems with mental health stuff and
No, we're digging deep. We're going to the rabbit hole here.
booze and shit, and it's like, was my man Spence
How about you-
part of the problem?
How about you
Of
move on to
course
the
he was.
quotes?
Yeah, we'll get into the quotes now.
Yeah, let's do the quote.
Yeah. Anyways, you let me down, Spencer Tracy.
But I still like your movies.
Yeah, great movies. My favorite quote was hard to come up with, so the one that just popped into my head, because it always makes me laugh, and I talk about it. It comes up pretty often, but it's from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's the "Take my eyes, but not the shirt."
Oh, yeah. Oh no, take my eyes.
Take my eyes, but not the shirt. Yeah,
You know, the thing I thought of was a lot different than I thought you were gonna say.
What did you think I was going to say, Keith?
I thought you were gonna go for a Simple Jack quote, but
Oh, the Halloween, yeah. Oh, the Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Keith and I, we've all known each other a long time. Keith and I have worked together a long time now. And I think, hands down, one of the funniest things ever put on film, one of the funniest ideas that anybody's ever come up with, is Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. God. It is so outrageous. It is so fucking funny.
That movie,
my God.
I don't know how it was made. There's fucking
I don't think it
blackface in
would
that
be
movie.
made
You know
anymore.
what I mean? Yeah.
but there is blackface in that movie, but it's making fun of an actor who's willing to do blackface.
Right.
But still, yeah, blackface.
Context.
Still. And Simple Jack is just making fun of a boy with full retardation, running around like. The pieces of the pieces of Simple Jack that are scattered through that movie, the obvious trailers, when he plays Simple Jack for his captors, for the drug guys, the Golden Dragon. But there's a part in the movie where they're in Matthew McConaughey, who plays Ben Stiller's agent. There's a portion of the movie where he's in his office on the phone, and in the background is a cardboard cutout of Ben Stiller as Simple Jack with a motorized arm, and he's just spinning a hammer in a circle. It's the fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad person. It's
God.
endlessly funny for me.
It's very funny.
I'm not gonna dig into that at all. Let's go let you have that because I know you enjoy it. Okay, so
go watch Tropic Thunder, or just or just look up the Simple Jack stuff from Tropic Thunder on YouTube.
God.
It's oh my god.
Yeah. Anyways,
You make my
you
eyes
really
rain.
got a couple of bangers there, didn't you? Your actor and your quotes are good. So actor Tom Hanks, Leo, and Eddie Murphy, dude, 100%. Love those three people. And quotes anything basically from Fifth Element, 13th Warrior, Rounders, and Tombstone. Like anything.
Yeah. I almost went with 13th Warrior too for my favorite quote.
Which one?
Well, there's so many. I mean, the obvious one of, "Is there a cave?
Is there a cave?
This is the old way.
This
You
is
will
the-
not see this again."
Oh, yeah.
Classic. I listened.
I listened. So corny. If you guys don't know 13th Warrior, please go watch it. It's fantastic. It used to be on Hulu. If you guys missed it, which you probably did, now you got to go buy it on YouTube for $3.99 standard definition.
It's a Michael Crichton novel adapted into a movie starring
Yes,
Mr. Antonio Banderas.
it's so good. And then also
fantastic.
From Tombstone, I know there's a ton of like basically the whole movie is a fucking quote, but when he comes out at the end of the movie and he's gonna duel Johnny Ringo. Mm-hmm. Why, Johnny Ringo? You look like someone just walked over your grave. That's the best shit ever.
I'm your Huckleberry.
That's in the same scene. Fucking fantastic. But
He's educated. Now I really hate him.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you. Yeah, it's great. The whole movie's so good. I love Tombstone. But yeah, those are our favorite movies and actors quotes. But thank you guys for the questions. We would love to do more. Keep them coming. You guys are wonderful.
do more.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so great. But back to video games. Keaton, what have you been playing over the? Oh, we had a 3-day weekend this weekend. What have you been playing this weekend?
Oh, this weekend
Or
I've just
generally,
been playing Animal Crossing a lot.
Yeah, I see you on there.
Yep, there was the fishing tournament
Yesterday.
yesterday.
How was that? What? Explain to me what that was.
The fishing tournament was from, I think, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This little gopher, no, he's a beaver. He comes to the island and he's like, it's fishing tournament day. And you got 3 minutes to catch the most fish.
Okay.
And so you can like repeat it, and then you get points for how many fish you catch. And
Are
then
the eggs still incorporated into this bullshit? So if you get eggs, do they not count?
So if you,
Oh my
fishing,
God.
like it still does that. So you can still fish up like tires or eggs
Oh, okay.
or shoes or whatever, and those just don't count as fish.
You've got tires and eggs and shoes, or tires and shoes. I've never gotten a tire or a
you
shoe
get
before.
Tires a lot. If you get 2 shoes, you can make recycled boots. If you get
cool.
a bunch of tires, you can like make certain things with them. But I didn't have an issue with those. Like I just made a bunch of fish bait and then like kind of just stood in one spot and threw it.
Oh, so wait,
So-
I haven't used fish bait. Can you just throw it out whenever you want and just catch fish out of the water with the bait?
You throw the bait out and then it'll spawn a fish, and then
Isn't that
you
how
have
fishing
to fish
works?
it
Not in that game.
up. Like you don't just throw bait and then there's a fish like in your hand. Like you have to fish it out.
Well, yeah, but I'm always just
Did
like
you-
trying to find the shadows. I'm like, oh, fish. Okay, there's a shadow, and then I guess it's
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
it'll
done fishing.
spawn a shadow basically.
Ah.
And I think at least every time I've used bait, it's always been a fish. Like it hasn't been something else.
You won't catch no boots.
Yeah.
No boots, huh?
And then like you can trade in well, you can sell the fish. I think he'll give you more money than normal for the fish. And then you also get points, which you could trade in for items. And there's like, it would just give you an item from like a list of items, but you didn't get to choose what it was.
All right, you get any bells from this hole? Do you like? Is there a winner, or is it like
There
just...
is a winner. I don't know how it works. I don't remember. I didn't really read it. I think it's like depending on how many points you get, you might win and you might get a trophy or something.
Okay.
But I think it's like after. I don't think it's the same day. I don't know.
Sure, nothing's the same day on that goddamn game.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bunny Day was the worst event in a video game.
Oh, I heard. I saw the complaining about it.
It was awful.
Yeah.
What
There's just-
happened?
This horrible rabbit monster comes to your island
Okay.
at like the beginning of the month, and he's like, "My name's Zipper, and there's gonna be eggs. Find all my recipes and eggs, and you'll get rewards and stuff." And basically, any sort of material that you would normally get, like if you chop a tree, or dig up stuff from the ground, or fish, or get presents from the sky, they might be eggs, and
So
It
so
was
if you're-
always eggs. It was just
so if-
everything was eggs.
So if you're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to like do something like you need to gather lumber, you just can't do it.
No, you're just getting eggs, and it was bad. They had a patch like
fucking eggs.
halfway. I think it was like midway of last week. They had a patch that turned down the rate of eggs because people were just like complaining so much because it was just everything was eggs.
Oh yeah, I saw it on Twitter. People were like, "I'm not playing this fucking game until they change this." Like, and then they actually did. Like 3 days later.
Yeah, because it was bad.
Yeah.
It was rough. And then now he's like on Bunny Day, which is Easter. He comes back and it gives you a few more recipes to craft.
So I need to get on today then, huh?
Yeah,
Zip-
I mean, if
Zipper
all
is
the
risen.
recipes that kind of suck.
Zipper
but-
is risen.
yeah.
Hashtag Zipper has risen.
The problem was there was another like yearly event. So I guess it's if you time travel, it's not a big deal. But I don't time travel. I'm not a cheater.
Keaton's fucking has some dignity, has some respect for the game, you know.
Exactly. But the cherry blossoms were going on, and those are only last 10 days. So it's like the 1st to the 10th of April.
Uh-huh.
And there was recipes for those, but like I couldn't get the recipes for them. Like they give you one at the beginning, and then I like throughout those 10 days, I think I got one other one. And then like the last day, somebody was like, "Oh, you can just like spawn balloons by like kind of messing with the game logic." And that's like the only way. I got like a couple more. Luckily, my friend was like, "I'll just make them for you," because he plays it like 24/7.
What a G. What a nice guy, yeah.
So he just gave me some of the things, and I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I had another buddy who posted on Instagram. He went to a deserted island and like farmed for tarantulas because tarantulas are like worth the most amount of bells if you sell them.
Yes.
And he
It's
made
so fucking
444,000 bells.
In case he's just listening to this, like, this makes no fucking sense.
So he sells the tarantulas for 440,000 bells.
Yes.
Yeah.
440,000 to anything is a lot.
Yes.
Money, bells. So are bells the currency? Is that what
Yes.
you use to
Yes.
pay off to old Timmy Nook or Tom Nook?
Yeah.
Tommy Nook, dude.
Timmy and Tommy are his kids.
Dude,
Timmy and Tom. So what's his name?
Tom.
So he has a Tom Jr.?
Yeah. Tommy.
Okay. Tom, okay.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. Yeah, I've when I say like I need gold, I keep calling it gold, and I
There
have
is gold though.
but it's not the currency. And whenever I say it to the two people I've been playing Animal Crossing with, they're like, "It's bells, it's bells." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry, fucking bells."
Yeah, gold is for like golden tools.
Okay. Do they never break? Even though
They
gold
do
is
in
soft
this
as
game.
fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
they
say-
last like
yeah.
the longest.
Okay.
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 All right.
I see you. You've been. How's the new event in Apex? You've been playing that too, right?
Yeah, it's. I mentioned this, but it's probably the worst event I think Apex has ever done.
Really? No.
It's weird because it's great. They made duos a permanent game type,
Mm-hmm.
so that's cool, I guess, for like the game as a whole. And then they also put in Kings Canyon and Kings Canyon at night as like in the rotation. So like every hour, I think it switches which map
Oh.
is like
Just let me
you can
pick.
play.
Just let me pick.
Yeah, I think they're just worried that if they let you pick, like one of the maps might die because like
Yeah.
maybe everybody picks one or the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That they also Mount Doug is now different on
What?
it's now like a hot spot.
Really?
They changed it to like Bloodhound's Trials area. And so there's like animals that'll spawn there, and if you kill them all, you like get like a secret loot room,
Okay.
I think. But tons of people land there, and it's crazy. It looks really cool. It's like a big eagle
Yeah.
instead of a mountain now.
Well,
kinda.
let it be known that I've always dropped on Doug Mountain, okay? And that fucking Apex is just following our lead of dropping in the best spot in the goddamn map, in that map, anyways. Doug Mountain
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, it's great.
Keep you down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of sucks because now I can't drop there because everybody else does.
That's fucking lame. We got to find another Doug spot.
Yeah.
We need to contact Doug and tell him to find us a new spot. I know he.
Yeah,
I know
Dougie Two Tones. I know if you're listening.
Dougie Two Tones.
Old Dougie Fresh. Teach him how to Dougie. Find these boys a new spot to land.
Yeah.
But you've been playing. I've been seeing you on PlayStation. You've been playing Need for Speed, dog.
What?
So I think if Dougie's playing Need for Speed and not Apex, something is wrong with this event because I've never met a person who loves Apex more than Doug.
Oh yeah, because there's like, I mean, they did the same thing like last time where there's like a tracker of like you do challenges and you get stuff. And I mean, the last thing you get's pretty cool. It's the skin for the longbow, but other than that, there's no way to use in-game currency to buy any of the cosmetics. So even last time it was kind of ridiculous. You needed a ton of crafting materials to buy one thing. But in this one, they're like, no, you just got to spend $18 and you can get this cool skin.
That $18 thing is still fucking blows my mind. $18 for a skin.
It's more than the battle pass for one skin.
Good God.
So those skins aren't included with the battle pass if you have it.
No, they're completely. Only way to do it is to buy them with the gold like paid currency.
Yowzers.
And they're pretty. I mean, they're cool, but they're really expensive.
Right.
So
Yeah. What?
yeah, otherwise, there's nothing like. There's no special game mode or anything like that. It's just permanent duos and
Permanent
like
duos? That's
all
kind
the
of cool.
things the things they added are like permanent. So there's not really a reason to hop on unless you want those things in the mini battle pass thing.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Takes away from my anxiety of wanting to play Apex just for like the rewards, because I still have the battle pass for this season, and I'm still pumped about it. But it's just fucking RPGs.
It's fun. Like I've been having a lot of fun. I've been doing pretty well. I had like a crazy game. It was like just me on my squad, and then there's 3 full teams left, and I got second, and I died to the very last guy.
Oh fuck!
I was so bummed. It was so close.
The hero plays. I know you. I
Yeah.
play with you. You got the hero plays for sure all the time.
It was mostly because I just had a hemlock and a triple take, and it was, getting close to the last circle, so it was super. I could only use the hemlock.
Are you a
basically.
hemlock with a single burst, or are you a triple burst kind of guy?
Single fire.
Single fire.
Yeah.
Single burst. I don't think that makes sense, but yeah. You got what else? You've been playing those two?
I played some Destiny. It's the worst season ever. We don't really need to get into that.
Okay.
Unless you like Trials. And then I've been playing Valkyria Chronicles a little bit,
Oh.
which is a tactics game. It's anime 1930s fictional Europe.
Okay. There was a
So-
game that I wanted to ask you about that I was wondering if you were interested in, and I think they came out with a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Is that right?
I don't know if it's a new one or if it's a remake of the original one.
Did you ever play those? I heard they were really fun. Did you ever get into those? I know you're the Pokemon master.
I played the original one. I did not like it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't even remember how the gameplay works. It's weird. You also have to take a personality test to tell you which Pokemon you are, and it's kind of like random. It's not great. And
If I don't
I
get
don't know.
Squirtle, I fucking will break the game. That's cool. Case, what have you been playing? Sorry, Keaton. I didn't mean to be like, all right.
no. I want to know what Casey's been playing. Actually, I know what he's been playing.
Oh, I do too.
No. Well, I've been playing Warzone.
Zone.
Still waiting for my co-host to join me in the zone.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
I downloaded it.
Hey, yeah, I know you did. And you joined the Discord with Natty, so that's 2 steps in the right direction. We just need to play before 9 p.m. so you can get on.
So you need to play before 10 p.m. It's usually when everybody gets on, and I'm like, oh, it's just so late.
Keat is a healthy boy, and he goes to bed at a reasonable hour.
That's insane.
Unlike the rest of us.
Yeah.
So we've been getting some late night war games going in. In fact, our regiment happy hour. So it's that 10% booster to XP. Starts at 11:15 p.m. So we need to rework how that's happening.
No, you need to load up on Mountain Dew and just fucking grind. That's what you need to do.
I mean, that could be what ends up happening. I might just quit the job.
Give me that.
And I'm just war zoning until they kick me out of my apartment.
Warzone and Code Red, baby.
It's hell yeah. Unpopular opinion: the only two flavors of Mountain Dew that are any good: original and Code Red.
No.
Feel free to fucking at me.
Baja Blast. Nothing comes close.
You're all wrong. They're all trash. Outside of the original and Code Red.
Right.
Natty's gonna listen to this and get so fucking mad. That was our biggest fight.
What was it? What was his favorite?
Livewire, I think.
No, I think it
right?
was Baja Blast, but also I think it was also Livewire, but Baja Blast is his favorite.
Dude, Baja Blast is fucking holy grail.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I like Game Fuel.
What is that?
Keaton and 300 people in the United States like Game Fuel.
Yeah, Game Fuel. It's the citrus cherry one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Didn't it get released with alongside one of the Halo games, like Halo 3?
I think it was Halo 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's.
We'll put out a fucking poll on this.
I do like.
Sure.
I liked Code Red, but then I liked. Basically, Game Fuel is Livewire and Code Red put together.
Yeah. Natty, actually, to make it through, he has a child and a job. And to continue playing games late, he has started drinking. Mountain Dew has some sort of natural energy drink thing now that's only like 80 calories.
You need more?
And like, it's coming from... Yeah, but I don't know. But it's got like real fruit juice stuff in it. Anyway, I just hear him cracking those and ripping on his vape rig while we play.
I get it. It has juice in it, and that makes it healthy. So,
I mean, it's healthier than a regular Mountain Dew.
I suppose. We all don't know what food is healthy and not healthy.
I don't know what's all
Kickstart?
in it. Anyways,
is it Mountain Dew Kickstart? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Natty, drop it in the disco, pal.
What is
Let us know.
What have you been playing more so, like Plunder or actual BR?
I still have not played Plunder at all.
Okay.
I know you recommended it. So when you start playing,
Plunder.
you and I should do that.
Okay.
But the most recent patch added a bunch of new skins, and it's a new season and all this shit. There's new weapons and stuff. But the biggest thing is now they've increased the squad size to 4.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You can do quad squads, which is quite a bit of fun.
Can you still do 3-person squads?
Yeah, you can. You can still play it, the Battle Royale, like normal and just set it up with as many people as you have. If you have 3 people in a squad, you can go into the quad squads and just set it to not autofill, and you won't get other people.
So, but do you, if you go in with a squad of 3, do you get squads of 4 in the same game?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of sketch.
Well, just be a man.
Oh,
just be an adult. Fucking let's go.
Just be a fucking gulag champion.
And I am. I'm pretty bad at I'm not great at the rest of that game, especially playing with Chris and Natty who are on PC. Like I'm struggling to keep up and to like loot places before they do.
Right.
Because I'm clunking around on my fucking PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
But your boy wins his gulag matches.
Your boy.
Most of the time. I'm coming back.
If
I'm dying, I'm coming back.
What's your highest percentage? Is it with the pistols or is it with the shotguns?
I'm getting better with the shotgun. I don't like the shotgun they give you. I forget which one it is, but it's that semi-auto one. I don't like that one, but I'm getting better with it. My best win percentage, hands down, is the 357, the Magnum.
The mag.
Because I can just pop two of those in a dude's chest or headshot him. Golden.
How many?
It's been fun.
What's your highest? What's the highest you've gotten in the BR?
We have, as a squad, we have won, with me at least, those two win all the time. I have won once, and it was so insane. It was just, it was like divine intervention after divine intervention. Stuff just kept happening. perfectly for me to be able to get this win. It was insane. I should have been recording it. I was really pissed.
Gotta get that
I wasn't
PS4
able
share
to get
button.
Yeah, I was really pissed that I didn't do it because it was incredible. I was laughing so hard by the end, the last kill, that I almost passed out.
That's what it's all about, baby.
I wasn't breathing. But it's fun. They also, if you want to solo it, they have a solo queue option now. Everybody in the lobby is soloing, which is fun. I've gotten some good placements in that, but I haven't won. And then actually back in the squad thing, we pretty consistently place in the top 10, and we've gotten a good number of top 5s too, but only one win, at least while I've been playing.
Nice.
But my big game. I'm back on Siege.
Oh,
Daddy's home.
knock knock
for the Void Edge season. I haven't used either of the new operators yet because I spent all my renown on stupid shit a few seasons ago. Some trolley skins and a lobster charm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But it's great. We were really worried about the rust. We got the old squad back together. Rainbow Six, if you haven't played it, has one of the steeper learning curves for a shooter that I've ever experienced.
Wait. You said you played Rust? Or are you shaking the rust off? Sorry.
Yeah, the rust wasn't as bad as I thought. I was worried it was going to be. We hopped back in. There's some new game modes. There's a quick play, which will let you play any game mode on any map. And that's like what the old casual game mode is. And then there's also a new game mode that's kind of in between casual and ranked, where you play either the ranked playlist, ranked game modes, which is only bomb, in the ranked fashion. And it doesn't hurt or help your actual ranking for the season. And we were able to get in, and we were winning quite a bit. We only lost one game. We went 2-1 in our placement matches for the season so far. So feeling pretty good. Hopefully I can get gold. Maybe even platinum.
Whoa!
Maybe it's my year.
I don't think it's anybody's year this year, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a super fun game. It's my favorite shooter of all time. Look into it if you haven't played it. It's great. It's kind of complicated to explain.
If I could play it with you on PC, I probably would. But
no, I understand. Yeah, making that switch back is difficult. And if I tried to switch over to PC on this game, which I think I would like to do eventually, I would just get housed. It won't even be funny. The flicks.
When you start playing PC,
flicks are obscene.
Yeah. When you start playing PC, you got to play a game that like you don't really like, so that it doesn't ruin the games that you do like because you're like bad at them.
Yeah, I was thinking
like PUBG
that I was going to
something.
Yeah, or Apex was probably what I was going to do because, I like Apex well enough, but I don't really care about it too much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get good with 2 operators this season. I'm going to Lion on attack and Smoke on defense, and it's going pretty well so far. I don't know. Get into Siege, y'all. It's a great game.
Yeah, it is a good game. It's really popular. I did see a little article here that I thought I'd bring up to you. So maybe that if you ever go back to this game, you can hate it even more than you do now, but you love it. You have a love-hate relationship with this game. But Darkest Dungeon is bringing in PvP.
Yeah, yes. And I will watch streamers play it and wish I was good enough to do it myself.
No, you didn't watch streamers do it and then correct them when they make mistakes, even though you probably would have made the same mistake. Look at this idiot.
I wouldn't have lasted half the turns they last. Like, I can be a little braggadocious just for the fun of it when playing games, especially something like Warzone or Siege.
Yeah.
Siege more so because I'm actually pretty good at that game. I feel very confident in my ability to play that game. Darkest Dungeon is probably the hardest game I've ever played, and I am bad at it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I desperately want to be good, and I am not. And I have undying respect for people who can thrive in that game. And the PvP stuff is going to be bananas.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a absolutely fun game that I think we all hate, or at least people who have played it hate it. It's like
It's humbling.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
truly humbling.
absolutely, it's good. Anything else you've been playing?
No, that's really it. I mean, I've been hitting those really hard this week and this weekend. Lots of Warzone and Siege last night. So,
Lots of shooties.
yeah. Lots of shooties. Shooty boy.
Shooty boy. I've been trying to grind through 2 RPGs at the same time, which is probably not advised, and they're both really massive. Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler I started playing again because of Animal Crossing. I started playing Animal Crossing, and then I looked over at my other games. I was like, Octopath, I'm gonna play you.
Oh, I forgot. I've been playing a game. I did the same thing.
What game have you been playing?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Well, I've heard about that a lot. What is that game?
It's Persona, but it's a Fire Emblem crossover.
Is it more like tactics? Like
No, it's like just basically the system. All the systems are Persona except the leveling is sort of like your character's level similarly to Fire Emblem.
okay,
And then all of the personas are from Fire Emblem. So like the main character's persona is Chrom. And then like I don't know, I just got Tharja as
is this a game
somebody
that you
else's
started
persona.
back in the day and then are trying to beat now?
I started it in January when it came out.
Oh, okay.
And then I kind of stopped because if you die, you have to start over from your last save. And so I just forget to save
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And then
So
I get into a fight where I die.
I did the thing where I looked at my last save for Octopath Traveler because I was like, I think like 40% through the game. And the last time I played that game was like November of 2017. So I hadn't played it in forever. And then I ended up, which is like a blasphemy thing to do, or not blasphemy, but so difficult to do, is play an RPG that's huge and then go back to it and not have any idea what the fuck is going on. But I did it, and that game is nicely separated into chunks so that like it's Octopath, so it's 8 stories. You have 8 characters. You play each chapter and their own little story over like a big overarching story. But I'm almost done with that game. I think I have like 10 hours left, and I'm gonna try to beat it today, tomorrow, because I bought Persona 5 Royal, and I want to play that game so badly. I played the first 5 hours, but I'm still in the tutorial, basically.
How far did you get?
I'm right where I'm about to go and fight Bushida. What's his name? The PE teacher.
That's pretty.
I'm
That's pretty far.
I can't remember his name, but he's. It's such a weird thing. The concept of Persona, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then I starting to play it. I'm like, oh, this is a very unique premise for a game, and it also got really dark at a certain point. I was like, whoa, like this is heavy as fuck.
The first, yeah, I mean, just as a spoiler, the first boss is the PE teacher.
Yeah.
Who basically assaulted a student and like enough to get her to try to commit suicide.
Yeah, by jumping off the school roof. And I was like, that happened. I was like, okay, this game is not as lighthearted as I thought it was.
Jesus Christ, a regular Spencer Tracy,
Dude,
right?
seriously, like he's the PE teacher kicks the shit out of. I guess the volleyball team is like the pride and glory of this whole city or some shit. But he's the coach, and he kicks the shit out of all these kids during practice. But all the kids don't want to say anything because they want to be on the volleyball team because it's popular and they're good. And then he also kicks the shit out of like all these other people that he trains. And then this one girl ends up trying to commit suicide because of it. And then he's also like coming on to the high school girls, like one in particular. That becomes a part of your crew. But I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, so that game is really cool. Yeah, it's super yikers. But I just trying to beat Octopath because I know I only have a little bit left because I looked it up. and then get to Persona 5. So those are the two games I've been really grinding. And then I relapsed, and I started playing Civilization again with people online on my Twitch channel. And
Yeah, I think I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yes, we were making fun of you in our Warzone lobby, just so you
Hey,
know.
Civilization forever. Okay, I don't care. Last Saturday, I started at noon, and we didn't stop until 10:30 at night. So I played Civilization for 10 and a half hours straight. And then yesterday, I played Civilization
so insane.
for 6 hours straight.
I guess, I don't know. I used to play Rise of Nations and like StarCraft and stuff for about that long when I was younger.
Well, if you're playing Civilization single player, it's like, oh, I'll quit whenever I want. But when you're playing with 5 other people online, it's like you kind of got to like finagle, like, maybe we should
one more turn.
Yeah, exactly.
One more turn.
Dude, that's the fucking story of my life. One more turn. It's one more turn.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it. It's fucking fantastic. But I've been.
What civilization do you like to go?
We're playing the new one, Civilization 6. I've always loved Civilization 1, and then I really loved 5. But yeah, we've been playing the crap out of that, and I think my eyes started bleeding yesterday, but I don't know what it's from. Probably not from staring at screens for 10 and a half hours. Nah, not a chance. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been kind of grinding through. Casey, what have you been watching over here? You're the second one? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on Netflix.
Yeah, I mostly put that because I did watch it, and you should watch it if you haven't. It's a great movie. You should watch all of the, you should watch all of those movies from that trilogy, the Man with No Name trilogy or the Dollars trilogy. But it's Sergio Leone's spaghetti western. It's the longest one. I realized when I started watching it on Netflix that it's almost 3 hours long. But Clint Eastwood, it's a classic, whatever. But I mostly put it on there because Netflix has added, I'm assuming because of we're living in COVID times, they've added an insane number of really good movies. They've got this. They've got The Road to Perdition. They have The Florida Project, which is that like indie movie of Willem Dafoe's that just won an Oscar like last year. They got a ton of stuff on there, and I'm just going to be watching a lot of TV. I binged through The Watchmen show on HBO.
You went through the whole first season
this weekend. It's only 8 I mean, it's only 8 episodes. It's 8 episodes.
They're an hour each,
not
though,
super
right?
long.
Yeah, it's not super long, and it's also, this is a limited series, basically.
Okay.
HBO put it out with the idea of there being more seasons, but the guy who created it for HBO says, no, I told the story I wanted to tell.
That's cool.
And that's it.
Yeah, he said he would only come back if he came up with another story.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe he'll come back. I really enjoyed this, especially through like the first 3 quarters of it. They get into they do a really good job connecting it with the source material, Alan Moore's Watchmen. This show is much more related to that. The movie Watchmen that came out, I don't know, a while ago now, an entertaining movie. I enjoyed it. Is very different in terms of like the point it's trying to make. It kind of doesn't align with anything that Alan Moore was the points he was trying to make when he wrote The Watchmen.
How does this
it's kind of the exact opposite, but
are all of these related to the comics, right? Because there was comics, right?
Yes,
they're all just based off of that.
Yeah, it's a single graphic novel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
the Watchmen graphic novel, and then the movie that came out is just the movie version of the graphic novel. They changed some important stuff. Whatever. It's still a good movie. I enjoyed it. But it's not what The Watchmen was. The show is much closer to what Alan Moore was writing about.
More like a realistic, gritty type dark thing, right? Instead of like more of a stylistic
the movie
movie.
still had that too. it's Alan. Well, the point of Alan Moore's Watchmen, one of the points is that the entire construct of masked superheroes is wrong and dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad thing for them, and it's a bad thing for society.
Because of the accountability
It will,
factor.
it will inevitably lead to violence and authoritarianism, which is kind of what you see. And the new show starts. There's elements of the show that's kind of explore that more as it's developed, because the show takes place 30 years after the events of the graphic novel. So you kind of see the consequences of modern day. The show takes place in 2009 with, like flashbacks and things to other stuff in the past, but it's in 2009 mostly, and then 2019. And you see a lot of how that the vigilantism and the consequences of the things that have happened in the graphic novel, like the actual events, and then the themes of how those have evolved, and that sort of like violence and authoritarianism has now transferred into the state.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's some hoity-toity ways to look at it. It's fun. I thought they did a really good job with it. I wasn't super thrilled with the ending, but if you like The Watchmen, definitely check it out. And
The soundtrack's also really good.
Soundtrack fucking.
I heard
bombs.
the acting
It's
is
so
really good too. So obviously that make a good show.
Yeah, and
so.
you've got your boy Yahya Abdul Mateen II, the most powerful name in showbiz, and Jeremy Irons is in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He plays Ozymandias, and it's a good show. I enjoyed it. You should check it out.
Gonna have to.
If you do, let me know what you think of the ending, because, like I said, I wasn't thrilled. But that's
Hit him up. At QSQ Casey.
Yeah,
At him.
at QSQ Casey. Yeah, well, let's talk about Watchmen.
Yeah.
Let's get real nerdy.
Nice. Keaton, you've been watching Kim's Convenience
Hell yeah.
and Terrace House. Tell me about this. What is this?
Hell yeah. Those are just like two of my favorite shows on Netflix, honestly. Kim's Convenience season 4 is on Netflix now. So I rewatched seasons 1 through 3 in about 3 days. And then I started 4. I haven't finished 4. I've been like watching it slower.
Just to savor
It's
it.
it's just a funny, like, it's a family sitcom, kind of show,
Yeah.
like Modern Family basically, except everybody is older and it's in Canada, and they're all like, it's about like they're Korean, so they own like a convenience store and stuff. It's just more of a relatable show, I think, than a lot of other ones, because I don't, just for lots of reasons, but
It's probably told
it's really funny,
like from their perspective of like how they're seeing whatever their environment that they're
and then
living in.
also like the kids are like more my age. Well, like when it started, they're like my age. So, they're like college and old, like mid to late 20s kind of age.
Yeah.
So it's more of like an actual like closer to me in my current life, rather than like, most other shows are like, oh, it's a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
My angst.
it's just, yeah, it's funny.
That's good. What is this? What's Terrace House?
It's so good. It's the
I don't know. It's so good.
Love it. I love it. I've thought about starting a podcast about Terrace House. That's how much I love it.
Damn. That's what I'm talking about.
It's so good. It's
What's this on?
it's on Netflix.
Oh, shoot.
It is basically the way to, the equivalent in America is like Big Brother.
Okay.
So it's 6 usually 20 somethings to early 30 somethings living in a house together, and that's about it. That's like, and then just
Unscripted reality
watching
show.
them. Yeah, unscripted reality show.
Oh,
It's Japanese, right?
Yeah, it's Japanese.
okay.
This one, this latest one is in Tokyo, and it's running from 2019 to 20. It was supposed to run up until like the Summer Olympics. I don't know actually how it's going right now, or if they've had to pause it or not. I
Right.
haven't heard anything. I also don't want to like spoil anything because in the U.S. it's significantly behind.
Do they dub
Like,
over,
when
or
we
do they,
get episodes.
or they just release it? Obviously, that'd be weird
They
if they dubbed
do-
over. Actually,
No, yeah, they just do subtitles, but it's usually comes out a few months like later. And they also in Japan it comes out every week.
oh damn.
And then in the US it comes out in 8 episode parts,
Okay.
like every few months. And so it's pretty it's lagged behind a lot. But
So you're saying you haven't
is
looked up what they're doing for the Corona stuff
No.
because you don't want to ruin it for yourself.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so I don't know what it's such a I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining. It's so funny too. They're like the way Japanese TV shows in general work a lot of times is there's like talent is what they call them. They're people who watch the show and then like make commentary in between like segments of the show.
Yeah.
And they're so funny. They're all comedians and actors, and they're so they just make a lot of jokes about people, and
It's like fucking best week ever. Remember that show on VH1? No.
Oh yeah.
No, I
I
don't.
remember Best Week Ever. Yeah.
Yeah. They just comment on. They have comedians and
Yeah.
shit like that comment on.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like that, but yeah, I don't know. It's funny. It's very entertaining.
You got that eclectic taste, man. I need to check some of this stuff out. I'm so like shelled
There
in my
are-
own little.
On Netflix, there's let's see, for Terrace House, there's 4 of them now that are on net, like 4 seasons, not seasons, but like series of it.
Mhm.
There's Boys and Girls in the City, which I think was like 2016 in Tokyo. There's Aloha State, which was in Hawaii. And then that's the least good one. There's the one after that, Opening New Doors in Karuizawa, which is like in the mountains.
When did this whole
And then
thing
this one.
start? Like, what was the first season of
Oh.
it, or whatever? What, like the first house that they did, or is this
It was a long time ago. It was before it was on Netflix. I don't remember.
because they definitely stole this idea from. I guess every fucking show has ever stole like Real World, Road Rules, MTV. Did you not watch that?
Oh yeah.
The only reality show like that I actually like sat down and watched weekly was the original season of Jersey Shore with my college roommates.
Whoa,
We got way into that
Jersey Shore.
shit. The cabs.
I didn't know you were a degenerate, dude. I did not.
Ronnie.
Nice. Is that it?
So good.
Those are the main two, right?
That's well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much mostly what I've been watching.
Yeah. I've been dying for. I mean, I know Casey likes lots like watching sports. Keaton, do you like any like mainstream sports like that?
I mean, yeah, I don't get invested in
Right.
it.
I've been fucking trying. I've just been. I literally last week during work, I watched all 3 Super Bowls that the Broncos won. I've been watching clips. I've been watching old school boxing matches straight up from beginning to end during the weekend, like on YouTube, just having it on the TV. But other than that, the one show that's really I've been like looking forward to every week is a show on FX called Dave. And it's
Oh, the little Dicky
the
show.
Lil Dicky, the rapper. I was watching it because I was like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. And like the first episode was pretty funny, like it was like those quirky different situations. And then right around the 3rd episode, he started digging into like real shit, and I was like, oh damn. And like all these actors who I thought were kind of there for like comedic stuff, they really opened up, and then, like, because they get into like being bipolar and how one guy struggles with it really bad, and then they get into like it's really funny, but it's also very like weird because Dave or Lil Dicky, the rapper, he goes through like it's based loosely on him. So like his name Lil Dicky, because he always says his dick is tiny. So like he just is like, yeah, I'm Lil Dicky, like, and he
Right,
uses
yeah.
that material within the show as in like he's insecure about his body and his girlfriend like he like has never seen him completely naked. He's always just like bragging about how good he is at never letting his girlfriend see his dick when they have sex.
He's a never
Yeah,
nude.
and they're like he's like, "You've never seen my dick before." And she's like, "Yeah, plenty of times." He's like, "Think about it. You've never seen it." She goes, "Oh, I guess not." Because in the show, when he was younger, he had a surgery where he had like two pee holes when he was born. So like it goes through this whole thing where he had to get surgery. He gets super self-conscious about it. It's like all this stuff. And then in that episode, it comes together beautifully at the end because his girlfriend actually like really cares about him and does all this stuff for him. And it's really good. It's a really good show. It sounds hilarious, and it is, but it also, while you want to laugh, you're like, oh my God, this is fucked up. In another episode, he talks about how his old friends from high school, which maybe a lot of people can relate to, like, he's like, I want my old friends to be here, blah, 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 blah. But what he didn't really understand is that his old friends were actually assholes to him and used him as like the butt of the joke all the time, and he didn't realize it. And now that he's older, he gets his friends around and they're like, yeah, do that thing, huh? And like they're dicks to him. And somebody mentions it to him. And then he has like a moment where like he's reminiscing and flashing back on himself as a child. And he murders his, like in his mind, in the room, actual room he's in, he murders himself as a kid right before he goes out on stage. So it's like, it's kind of like that. Killing the old you so that the new you can be all this stuff. It's like this
Right.
crazy deep show. It's hilarious and it's very like emotional. I don't know. It's like it took me places I didn't expect that show to fucking go. So it's really good. You guys should check it out if you have Hulu. FX is now on Hulu.
FX is, I guess, the new home for thoughtful
Dude,
comedies.
it is legit.
Atlanta gets decently heavy too.
Atlanta's fantastic. Atlanta has a little bit even more so of a serious tone, but yeah, that's the show I've been hooked
Atlanta's, yeah. I've been watching boxing too. Showbox was putting out a thing on past, I think last week, maybe last weekend. They went through what I think is probably the greatest series of fights in our lifetime. It's Rafael Marquez versus Israel Vasquez.
on.
And Rafael Marquez is the less known brother of Juan Manuel, if you will listen or watch boxing at all. I'm going to keep this short because this isn't a boxing podcast. But it's a fucking incredible series of fights. Like, if you haven't watched them, check them out, dude. They're all on YouTube now. You can grab them all.
Well, we better enjoy our boxing while we can because it's going to be gone here soon. So
I don't know. I mean, COVID's killing everything, dude. Fucking UFC shut down all their events.
I know. Dana's trying to fucking rent an island, he said.
Yeah, it's not
he's
going to
such a
happen because he doesn't own it. The Fertitas don't own it anymore.
He's something else. But yeah. So, is there anything else that we wanted to cover here before we wrap things up? Any shout outs you guys wanted to do? Anything you guys thought of over the weekend?
We got to shout out the homie Beyond Existence.
Beyond Existence. I just followed him on all of our social networks, or as many as we could. Yeah.
Perfect.
And also, let's shout out Adnan one more time. Adnan, thank you again so much for the clip of the showcase that he gave us through episode 1. We're going to post that on our YouTube page. We actually do have a YouTube page. If you want to go find our episodes, you can find them there. We're going to show off that showcase, I think, on Instagram and wherever else we can put it, probably on Facebook as well. But yeah. Don't forget to go follow us on all of our social platforms, Instagram at QuickSideQuest, Twitter, and Facebook. We have a website. Don't go there not yet. It's not going or put together at all. So
One day it'll be live.
one day.
Did we?
One day.
It is technically
Oh, there
live,
he is.
but
Okay.
it's not. You know.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
And
Don't go.
again, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to our stuff. But if you can, you got an extra second. I know you do, because if you're listening to this, do it while you're listening. Go give us a rating. Drop a like, and go give us a subscribe and leave a comment, especially on Apple iTunes. That would be fantastic. It would really help us out.
Yeah. Remember, shoot us more questions too for next time, please.
Keep the questions coming on any platform that you can DM on. We'll take your questions. But yeah, those ratings and stuff really help us out. We're our lowly podcasters. We really like podcasting, and we like to let more people know about it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Other than that, go follow Beyond Existence. Right, he has Instagram. Mostly is what he does.
And Spotify.
Spotify too.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can go find Galactic Master, which is our theme song, all over his publications.
Yeah. Accurate.
Oh boy, we are losing steam. Give him a follow, give him a listen. He makes really cool stuff, and he's helping us out a ton by letting us use his music.
Casey, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter at QSQCasey, CASEY.
And Keaton, where can people find you?
Instagram at eagle underscore panda.
Oh, just one. No, just not that last one. And
well, there's just
the two.
Not. Why are you confusing people? Why?
Sorry. The coffee's still coursing through my veins.
The Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, Baja Blast has to be. And then I'm at Hurricane Tron on Twitter. You can find me on my Twitch channel. You can find me on Instagram as well. Thank you guys so much. It's been a fun one.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Talk to you guys later.
Wash your hands.